Fight number 2, we got Elise Ardelean taking on Melissa Martinez, two 0-1 fighters. Elise Ardelean, she debuted in July and she stepped in on short notice. She fought Shauna Bannon, lost a split decision, and I feel like she performed better than most expected her to. But now it's just to put up or shut up, avoid going 0-2. Melissa Martinez on the other side, she was the favorite in her UFC debut against Elise Reed. She actually had a little bit of hype, and she had a lackluster performance, took the L, and she hasn't fought in 2 years. She had surgery on her knee to take care of pretty significant issues. She basically totally blew out her knee. She had a torn PCL, ACL, meniscus, so only 27 years old. You'd think she could bounce back from that well, but it's a long layoff. It was a bad injury, and we'll see how she does because her bread and butter is her striking and being able to move, be light on her feet. She has years of taekwondo under her belt and really fast kicks. She has that great lead leg dexterity and throws a lot of lead leg kicks to all parts of the body, straight punch blitzes, and kind of will try to land that lead hook and angle away. And fast feet, she is evasive. She kind of just wants to point fight you from the outside, eventually maybe pull you into a head kick and get you out of there that way. But in brawling range or in the pocket, she isn't that good. And she is small for the weight class. She's not a good wrestler or grappler. I've noticed that she has been doing a lot of strength and conditioning training on her IG, but I just still believe she's going to be the physically weaker fighter. And in her fight with Desiree Yanez before she made it to the UFC, she arguably lost that fight. She was held against the fence for a lot of the match and taken down, held down. But she is fairly athletic. She can create some scrambles, but better wrestlers are going to be able to dominate her more than likely. And I just don't have much faith in that changing because Martinez doesn't train with one of the major gyms in Mexico, and her gym is more a karate taekwondo gym. So I believe in her fight with Elise Reed. That would have been the fight where if she was going to use the wrestling, which she tried to and was ineffective, that's where it would have happened because Elise Reed is a very porous wrestler. But she got out-grappled by Elise Reed, who obviously struggles mightily in that area versus most. So it just shows where Martinez is at there. But cardio for Martinez is a plus. I mean, she does train at elevation. And then her opponent, Elise Ardelean, I would say she's getting a good matchup here because, well, not necessarily a good matchup like style-wise. I think they're evenly matched, but what I'm trying to say is her last opponent, Shauna Bannon, I think had a very similar style to Melissa Martinez. So she's getting to fight this same kind of taekwondo style back-to-back. She'll probably have a little bit better of idea of how to grapple it. But in round one of her fight with Shauna Bannon, Ardelean did what I think she should do in this fight, and that's get a takedown in the clinch. She controlled on top for nearly the entire round. And if she's smart, I anticipate that's going to be her game plan in this fight. She should have the edge in terms of wrestling against the fence, and if she can get the body lock and get on top, I see her being able to hold Martinez down. And on the feet, she isn't bad. Ardelean has good pressure. She'll throw some hard punches, but she's just a little hittable, and I feel like she can get caught chasing sometimes, so Martinez might be able to get slightly ahead in the stand-up, but Ardelean's game plan, in my opinion, will be to use her pressure to open up the takedown. And I think from there she'll be able to either get on top or control against the fence. But I don't think a finish is likely for Ardelean in the grappling, but I think she should be able to control there. And Ardelean's cardio should be better in this fight. She's had more time to prepare than her UFC debut. And in her debut, she did get tired in the third round, but honestly, I thought that it was a close fight and she could have easily won. I think Ardelean will take this one. I mean, Martinez, she hasn't won a fight in a long time. She hasn't fought in over 2 years. She lost her debut, so I think it's been since 2021 since she's won a fight. She's fought some real low-level competition for the most part, and then when she stepped up, fought Elise Reed, she didn't look the greatest. I don't know exactly how she's going to bounce back from these injuries. So I just feel like Ardelean should be the favorite in this contest, and I'm going to pick her to get the win.